Hi, Kai Jacobson here for LifeWave. Today I'm going to talk about our 8 steps to success. It's our Diamond 8 steps to success. It's a contract that I like to create with new people as I bring in the business. This becomes like the roadmap, and here it is. We have it in a form that we'll be emailing to you. We have it actually in printed form and emailable, so if you work with a distributor who's long distance from you, you can just send them the email version, and it actually has typed in spaces where they can, type in their answers, email it back to you, and it works as a place to have a dialogue with everybody, as well as create a kind of a contract between you. And it's the difference of having LifeWave being a hobby for people or LifeWave being a sincere business. Now you can do the business part-time, full-time, or even just as a casual side business. But the difference that this kind of contract that you're going to be doing with people makes is that it's a sincere business, even if it's just part-time or casual. The difference being as opposed to a hobby. Now, hobbies cost us a lot of money, businesses make us money, and that's what this whole process of doing the 8 steps to success is really about. And how you start with your new distributors sets the whole foundation of how your business is going to go. And I'm going to be reading from this. We're going to make this training in 2 parts. This is the A part and there'll be a B part. And it's a little longer than some of the other parts because this is the foundation. This is like the first thing you want to do when someone makes a decision that they'd like to sign up and be a LifeWave distributor and go into business with you. Not just a customer, but like to be in a business. And as I said, we have a whole training on casual, part-time, or full-time. Doesn't matter. They're all good. This contract and this pattern of writing that you're going to do between each other and having a discussion with these Diamond 8 steps to success, we call it. You're going to go through each of the 8 steps. We'll do 4 on this first one and then 4 on a second training, so there'll be 2 parts to this. Basically, that's going to set the whole mood and climate for your business. And by starting in this way with your new distributor, I recommend you spend at least an hour, maybe even 2 hours when a new distributor comes in. It's not like, hey, thanks for signing up, go out and get them. You now really take that time because it took a lot of effort to find a really good distributor to really work with them. Now, if they're a doctor or a chiropractor and they have a clinic and they just want to market the product to their clients, this may not be something you do right away with. But for the average person that's looking for a home-based business or for a secondary income that they can do on the side and they're not like integrating it into their existing type of business, but it's kind of a side business, this is a very important piece. Now, it will actually work with a chiropractor. This is about setting goals and creating real familiarity with the products and agreements and understanding how it all works. So it can work there too, but I wouldn't force that on any situation. You want to make sure that the person you're bringing this kind of strategy to really wants it. So you want to have that question first answered before you get into it. So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to be looking a little bit down here and reading a little bit, and hopefully you'll have a copy in front of you when you're actually going through this training and you can go step by step with it. So the first thing in the Diamond 8 Steps to Success program is you want to have your new distributors write down their goals. It's all written, by the way, in the form. And they're going to write down a few of their goals, like maybe even up to 4 or 5, of why they're in the business. Not about just money, but money is just pictures of dead presidents. So you want to say, what does that money bring you? What is the lifestyle you want? What kind of car would you like, or the house, or time freedom, or things you can do with your children, or travel, or good works on the earth? Write down some really clear goals of what this business can do for you. And then you even want to make a dream board. This first step is get right in the dream board. We have a training tape on how to do your dream board. So make a commitment as to when you're going to start and when you commit to being finished with your dream board. That's step number 1. So that's all about setting your goals. You have to know where you're really going in this business, what you really want from it for that to start to happen. So very important, setting your goals. The second one is to make a commitment. Now, you can say, I'm committed to this, but let's put that down in time. So on this contract that you're going to be doing between each other in the form, it gives you times, like when, how many hours you're willing to work a week. You want to put that down in writing. When can you do it? Is it mornings, evenings? When can you start? When would you end? Now, you're not going to be held your feet over the fire to this, that it's not like written in blood or something. But let's put it down in writing. The more that you bring it into writing, the more likely it's going to occur. So let's set up goals that you're going to have, and then what your commitment to time is, because you really want to see how much time somebody has. Do you have a full-time business on this? Are you willing to put 40 hours a week into it? Part-time, are you willing to put 10, 20 hours a week into it? As a casual business, are you willing to actually really put 3 or 4 hours a week into it? That's kind of what we're looking for. And then write that down so that it's really clear. The third one is, the third section in this 8 steps is learn your upline. You really want to know who your team is. So not just the person who sponsored you, but there's a place on that form for you to write down 4 or 5 people's names. You want to put their email addresses, their telephone numbers, and their names, and you want to actually call each one of those 4 or 5 people up that are your upline support team and get to know them a little bit briefly. Also learn their little story. You want to write down a little 3-sentence story of how you will introduce them for 3-way calls later on. And that's very important. So you want to have this again in writing, so you have it right in front of you. So you're going to basically learn your upline team. Now the fourth thing you want to do is start making your list of contacts. We like building this the business through your warm market. The warm market is just the core of your business. So you want to make a list of everybody you know. And this is a place that you can start doing it in this contract. You start making a list, and we recommend that you use baby lists that are on the internet. You can type in baby names for baby list, and it'll give you all the first names of men, all the first names of women, and start making, using that as a memory jogger for like, oh, I forgot about Sally, or these names will trigger. I also recommend using the yellow pages in a phone book for businesses. So tax accountants, you'll see, and go, oh, my tax accountant, I know that. I wasn't thinking of him. Or my dentist, oh, well, I only see him once a year, but that's a person I can call or talk to. It's somebody that I know on a first name basis. So not just your friends and your family, but also your business associates that you give your business to. These are people that you know, and they're part of your warm market. So you want to make that list. I'd like to see at least 100 people on there. Some people can even do up to 1,000 or 2,000. They might even have that many just on Facebook itself. So you want to make your list of everybody that you know, and basically use those memory joggers. So those are the first 4 sections out of the 8. The second training that I'm going to do, part B, will go through the next 4, and then how you finish that process with your new distributor.